lovely way to start the morning. I've just driven out of Vic. I'm headed west, but just outside of the town there's this beautiful little waterfall that, or cascading set of waterfalls just falling down the cliffside here. Not too many people around, in fact I'm the only one here at this stage. I imagine that won't last for long, so I just thought I'd do a really quick capture here and tell you what I'm doing. So I've got the 24-70 on, as well as the polariser, because there is some glare on the surface of the water and some of the cliff faces have got some water on it and I'm getting some glare there as well. So the polariser will take the glare out there. I've also got the 0.6 Lee little stopper, and that just allows me to slow things down. It's fairly overcast here, so it's perfect conditions for this sort of image in the middle of the day. If there was strong sunlight, there'd be too many dark shadows and strong highlights, and it just wouldn't make a very good image. But because of the overcast conditions, I can stick the little stopper on the front, take out the glare with the polariser. So with that set up on the lens, at ISO 100, I'm at f5.6, which gives me a shutter speed of a second, which is just perfect to capture the movement of the water and also the detail in some of the waterfalls. My composition is pretty simple as well. I've got the cascading waterfalls that you see every now and then as they fall through the rocks there, and then eventually once they come onto this flatter land, the water's moving from the left hand side, top of the image, across to the bottom, and that's drawing the eye in to these cliffs. All up, very simple composition, a very beautiful little scene, and a great way to start the morning. Fantastic. I'm going to grab this image. As some of you might be interested, I thought I'd give you a bit of a run through of the car that I've been using while I've been travelling around Iceland for the last week. I personally think that driving around Iceland is the best way to see the place. It gives you the greatest amount of flexibility. And a motorhome like this, where you can actually sleep in the car, gives you even more flexibility, because you've got a great number of campsites to choose from, caravan sites, or even little off-road, away from anywhere, little places where you can just set up quickly and sleep for a couple of hours. And as a landscape photographer, I can set up just a couple of 100 meters away from a location and be ready for sunset and sunrise. So I found this really, really helpful. So let me show you what's inside. You open the back up here, get access to the bed and also this slide out drawer with a chair, extra blanket, and this bag here was for the curtains. Typically you'd use this slide out drawer to put your suitcase and luggage and bits and pieces, but on a few occasions I actually put my camera gear and camera bag there so it was easy access when I got to a location. These bags here are all of the bedding. So I got a doona, couple of pillows and a sleeping bag. and that was enough to keep me warm throughout the night. On the side here you have an esky, and it's got a built-in cooling system in the lid which plugs into the cigarette lighter and the front there. These are the curtains that have got Velcro on them, and they Velcroed up to each of the windows, so at night you could get the inside of the car as dark as possible. Keeping in mind that this is summer, so it never actually got dark. While the sun sets, it only sets for 1 or 2 hours and then it rises again. And so the nights haven't been dark at all. So these curtains have been quite helpful. On the side here, you get access to the bed. The bed extends forward. To do that, you need to push the seats forward. Like that. These rods come out, that board flips open, and then the mattress extends forward. I'm 6'2", and I managed to fit in here quite easily. Underneath there's plenty of storage to store containers with cutlery, cooking utensils. I was given a stove, there's pots and pans, water, and a container to put your food in as well. So throughout the week I've stayed at a range of different campsites around Iceland. Typically these sites are on farming land and they cost around about 1,500 krona. They provide a toilet, cooking facilities, kitchen and a shower. On a few occasions though, I found a location that was nice and remote and out of the way and just set the car up for the night. That's the beauty about a vehicle like this, is you've got that flexibility. So that's it, that's the Snails motorhome. I can add their link to the description below. By the way, this is not a paid endorsement in any way. I just thought I would run you through what I've been using for the last week. I paid for this myself and I've been quite happy with it. If there's anything else you'd like to know, then please post your question in the comments below and I'll make sure I get back to you.